There's a term in psychology called bounded rationality, which was coined by a man called Herbert A. Simon, which is the decision-making process in which we, as humans, would rather make a decision that immediately satisfies us, rather than using up further cognitive effort to make the best possible decision that we can make. An example that is relevant to what we're discussing would be if you are hungry and there's someone standing outside the local mall offering a free pizza coupon in exchange for your contact details. You don't think to ask what they will use your contact details for, what their organization might be. You just think, sweet, I get a free pizza, which satisfies your immediate need for something to eat without taking the time or perhaps making a more rational decision. It is also impacted by our limited knowledge, time limits, and cognitive capacity, or cognitive load, which all fuel our ability to make a decision. If you are wondering what cognitive load means, according to the APA, it is the relative demand imposed by a particular task in terms of mental resources required, also called mental load, mental workload. So, while the information may still be relatively logical to us, considering the information that we have immediately available, that being that the stranger is offering us a free pizza coupon, we are not accessing all the information available to us. That would be our ability to get our phone out to Google who this person's group is, what they do, whether they are good or whether there is something fishy about them, because simply, in that moment of hunger, that is too much brain work when all we really want to focus on is getting that free pizza in our stomach as quickly as possible. Jonica V. Carlton Best wrote in her thesis at Columbus State University that when they, humans, use this bounded rationality, they are known to make hasty and irrational decisions, but to them the decision seems rational. Which does sound like something I've described above, doesn't it? And there have probably been moments in your life where you've chosen to do something because it's quick and easy, instead of perhaps taking a moment or two to really decide whether or not it is the most rational and best thing to do. So, can you see how someone who is hungry or perhaps even struggling financially might just want to do the quickest thing possible in order to get that free pizza voucher? There doesn't have to be any other factors at play. They could be perfectly mentally healthy, have good familial connections, and still, in a moment of hunger or tight funds, hand over their contact information quickly in order to get that voucher, thus making an irrational decision to someone observing from the outside. But to the person themselves, it's a perfectly rational thing to do.